Yep. Y'all know what it is. Eagle Well Boxing right there, baby. This is for that eagle right there. You hear me? DB in the house. D to the baby. Salute, brother. Yep, I see you, brother. You back in there. Yeah, we back in here, brother. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we right back, man. I don't know what you thought, man. What was you thinking about it? Yeah, I had this. There's some weird stuff be going on, man. I don't even believe in weirdness. You believe in weirdness, but I don't really use that term very much. Like weird. Just saying weird sound weird. You know what I mean? Um, I was gonna say. I got a couple of things. But yeah, man, have you ever had like devices and stuff that force you to update them? Like trick you? Man, these devices is, hey, they like little kids, man. You know, when you're a little kid, you make up shit. You make up stuff when you're a little kid. Watch when I'm gonna tell you a couple of things, but watch. When you're a little kid, you know how people make up stuff. You know how you like. Remember back in the day, how somebody, you try to get somebody to fight, when they was kind of like, they was kind of friendly toward each other, so they really didn't probably want to fight. And so you put something, like we was in school, we used to put like the chalk eraser, you know what I mean, or something on their shoulder, or something that's gonna stay on their shoulder without falling, right? And tell one of them to slap it off. And then that still didn't work. Oh man, he hit you with it, man. He was supposed to just slap that off. And they start brawling, they start fighting. It's like that's what these apps do. That's what these programs do. They do the same kind of stuff, right? You don't want no beef with them. You don't want to start no trouble with them. So you just sit there and chill, right? You're like, okay, I don't want to update you, so just chill out. Stop trying to force me. Stop trying to force me to update. And it says you're sure. It'll give you stuff like decline or if you're sure and stuff like that. And it'll keep doing the same thing over and over. And then one day, just like somebody slapping the eraser off somebody's shoulder and getting them to throw hands. So now it just says update. It's tricking you. What you mean update? Update to what? So I had to update, it messed my computer up. So I had to update to Windows 11. I don't want Windows 11. I'm already used to Windows 10 until I have to. Because the window, I was like, what's wrong with this window? It's all strange. None of my icons are there. None of the stuff is on there that I like. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't see nothing. And I'm starting to like reprogram it. Derek he said, yeah, that's old school, shoving each other with the shoulder. Yeah, you get the shoulder, like the shoulder bump, like, back and forth until somebody get knocked down or something. Adults make up stuff too. Yeah, adults make up shit too, though. You right. Oh, to my earlier question. Okay, I got to read everything. He started off talking about I made it today, huh? Yeah, I made it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you appreciating it. He said, salute to Eagles Wear Boxing, salute back to my brother always. And he said sometimes. Yeah, but I don't really use that like the weird though. I was talking about the weird. So what happened these apps? So pay attention Because what these apps are doing is they're psyching you out. They're like changing. In other words, they like a salesperson or something, man. You know what I mean? They like something. In other words, there's one answer that they want to get from you, brother. They want to get that yes answer from you. You feel me? They want to get that yes answer. So, I mean, they gonna try anything possible by all means necessary. Yeah, by all means necessary, they gonna try until they can get that answer from Derek. To Derek say yes. You know what I mean? So they gonna change the questions, change the words. Even this language is so abusive, man. This is abusive ass language. I'm sorry. This language is abusive. Because this language, what this language does is this language is a trickster. You know what I mean? So you say one thing one way, and you ever see, in a lot of times, even if you notice in interviews and stuff like that, if you notice in interviews that sometimes they'll bring up, somebody will say something, and then whoever was the one who was interviewing or whatever, he will say something like, well, didn't you say this? And they always have, see, this is what they always have transcripts. Or if they don't have transcripts, then you be like, if you got a good mind, you're like, hell no, that's not what I said. I said if he give me the opportunity, I'm going to knock him the F out. I didn't say I'm going to knock him out on sight. I said if he give me an opportunity to fight, I'm going to knock him out. But that's how they change narratives and get everybody to fighting and warring and all that. A lot of controversy right now with Canelo not wanting to fight, certain people. I get it. I even read something where Canelo lost 10 pounds in one day. So he's coming in fat. He's going to be all weak and dehydrated. Why are you coming in all extra fat? Why you got to come in? Why you coming in like that? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to come in like that. You must be scared of stuff. Maybe you came in a little bit too light because when B-Vol got you. I'm sorry. Yep. That's what you scared about. B-Vol. Because you don't want no more B-Vol. He don't want to fight nobody. He's showing. I'm sorry, man. I don't care if you're a Canelo fan. Canelo's showing that he really don't want no smoke. All that talk, all that born ready talk, it don't mean shit. I was born ready. You was born ready to do shit but run. With your scary ass. You scary. That's why Mayweather say you average. You just an average fighter. Yeah, he just said you just an average fighter. And I got to probably agree with him that you probably average if you... Well, your mindset is average. Not even average. Your mindset is below average, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Yep. And, of course, this is real quick. And, you guys know I'm not going to talk about this very long. Let's talk about this real quick. Errol Spence is... he's locked into November 19th. That's what I just read. He's locked into November 19th, either Keith or Bud. I don't know what Bud's doing. I don't know why Bud didn't sign the contract by now or whatever. He's training. He's going to sign it late, hoping that Earl's going to get distracted and not be in shape or something like that. Earl is... You got what they don't understand is Earl is the most focused. Earl is already... He's focused, man. He's ready to fight. I'm fighting November 19th. Throw somebody in there. Earl got that mindset, November 19th, I'm fighting, throw somebody in there, whoever it is. Yeah. Derek said, they will stop supporting the old one. Oh, okay. To make you upgrade anyway. Yeah, they'll stop supporting it, but they can't do that. Like if you have a phone, because if you realize people use all ages of phones, like especially when it comes to iPhones. See, but what you have to do is you have to find out how to take all the settings out. There's a lot of settings in there that you don't need. like tracking settings and all that. You can disable all that shit. I did. I think I disabled on all my phones. I disabled all the, tracking me and finding me. They can still track you and find you, but at least it won't say that they tracking you and find you. Yeah, they can find your ass. Because you have an address. Your phone has an address. They can always find you. Maybe it keeps them from finding you, like reporting where you're at all the time, but if they need to find your ass, they can find you. So you best believe that part. Yeah, I got an appointment today, so I won't be in here like too long. Y'all can't hold me hostage today. Everybody, boom, boom. But I don't know if we'll get that fight. I'm not anticipating it. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm not anticipating it or whatever. I'm not anticipating Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. I think Tank is not scared of Devin Haney, but he knows there's a bigger chance of him losing to Devin Haney than anybody else. Because it's going to be this hard. Because Devin Haney studied Tank real well. And I don't think it matters if Tank studies Devin Haney as much as people think. I think Tank has to have a certain fight plan, and if it don't work, Devin Haney can have all kinds of fight plans. Tank has to knock him out, probably. I just don't see Tank really outbox him. I know Tank is intelligent and all that. He's gonna try to all his little set. Devin Haney is probably the hardest fight to set up with his little traps he be setting up. He always counter traps. Most of his traps are you throw and I counter, or I'll sit back and wait. Yeah, it's usually I'll sit back and I'll wait for you to do something stupid. I'm gonna fake like I'm loading up on this right hand, and then soon as you see me loading up on the right, and then you come stepping in and you throw a wild punch, and then here comes that left. I love his traps though. Don't get me wrong. I love his traps, but let's just see. Let's just see what's going on with it. I read this little statement here. I was reading this statement. Eddie Hearns, he's ripping Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez, and then he started talking about somebody's resume. He's talking about people's resume. Canelo got one of the worst resume. I mean, he beat some people, yeah, but he got one of the worst resumes as far as if you just look on paper and say resume, it looks okay. But if you look at, controversial, it don't look as good. When you look at all the fights, if you look at some of the great fighters, the ones that definitely won their fights, where you just know you didn't really need a rematch, like even Joe Frazier versus Foreman, you really didn't need a rematch. Yeah, and you still got it. But old Canelo, he owes us like 3 or 4 matches, 5, maybe more than that, and we'll never get him. We'll just never get him. And we got this Jake Paul business. I'm hoping this Silva, because I think Jake Paul thinks as he's bigger, he's going to manhandle Silva. I hope Silva knocks his ass out. He might not, but I'm hoping Silva put hands on him. I see Sir Flame up in here. What's up, Sir Flame? I see you. Salute, brother. I barely saw you. I was reading something. Yeah. But he did just have a fight too, though. He had a fight like a month before Canelo did. Something like that. I don't even want to go for cinnamon bun either, but chances are he'll probably win. I don't even know though, because what Bruce Gold said is sticking in back of my mind. But salute to the brother Sir Flame. It's sticking in the back of my mind that Canelo he just might not have it no more. He might be just fronting now. He's on that front shit. He like us, Derek. He like us now. We not 19 no more. So we gotta do a lot more. Sometimes we gotta do talking, or we just gotta like, you get older, you save your energy. What you do, like, okay, I'm not even gonna say. I'm just not gonna say much to you, youngster. That's it. And you thinking of like 5 different ways of how you can dismember this guy. That's all I do. I just think to myself, like, if he come at me like this, I'll start looking for stuff to make him eat. Like, okay, that's a fire hydrant over there. I'm gonna try to see if how his teeth hold up when I slam his mouth into that fire hydrant. That's kind of shit I'll be looking at. I ain't looking to go 15 rounds with you. What the hell I look like going 15 rounds with you? If we trained up for it, we'll go like that. But, I ain't trying to go 15 rounds, man, because you ain't got no business touching me, Derek. No business. I ain't did nothing, brother. I ain't did a damn thing, sir. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I ain't did nothing, partner. Hey, man, we good, brother. I'll shake your hand. Derek said, I don't want to pick Canelo, but Triple G inactive in over the Sir Flame, brother. This is the early one right here. Sir Flame says, salute to Eagles Web. He said, salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said, jab that like button on your neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. That's what you don't want to do. He got that fire up good with that 100. Of course, that gloves up good, baby. And of course, them things. You don't want to mess with them things. It's over. But the Sir Flame says, salute to Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey said Canelo is average, especially when he fight really talented guys, which is why he avoids the top guys. That's right. See, if people don't understand that, even Bivol, he exposed the shit out of Canelo, and he pulled the curtain back on his ass with the smoothness. You know what I mean? And Canelo is trying to play it off his shit, act like he wanted that smoke, and then he was born ready, but he don't want it. Yep. He don't want to fight nobody with no real skill set. That's right. Derek Bailey, salute at Sir Flame. Derek Bailey again. I think it would probably be Keith in November because Bud bullshitting. Bud don't want to fight. If I was Earl going up to 154, this F Bud, this drop the belt. You made your point there. You'll get all of them at 154 because they'll have to fight. It's not as much talent. Keith about to get the shit beat out of him. Oh, Earl already mad at Keith too? Sir Flame, he said, Keith no more time Thurman. Yeah, if Earl fight Keith, yeah, don't say that shit, man. Gil Cole come in here, he rocking hard with Keith, but we know Keith gonna get the shit beat out of him. Yeah, Sir Flame say Silver Beast. Yeah, you ain't just running up on Silver like that. Yep. Yeah, Silver might get in Jake's ass. Yep. But he was off all that time before that, waiting on Canelo. Yep. Derek Bailey again said, "Yep, hit them with that quick throat shot." Yep, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, I'm from the street. I'm from the street. I'm from the street, baby. Yep. That's all my brother talk about when he out there. That's all my brother talk about. But my brother, he like to use sticks. He said, "I get this stick." He want to break his cane or something over somebody's back. No, we don't play that shit like the youngsters play. We don't play that shit like they did. We don't play that shit. Because you will get a bottle broken over your shit. If people don't know, man, ain't nobody trying to wrestle around and MMA your ass. I'm trying to see how much of this glass bottle you can eat. That's what I'm doing. And I don't even like to talk like that, but that's all I'm trying to see how much of a glass bottle you can eat. Trying to see if my shoes are hard to swallow. That's it. Derek said the throat shot. The throat shot is actually, Sir Flame. The throat shot is the throat check. It's a throat check. It's to see how good that throat is. Is your throat good? You good? You have trouble swallowing that? You all right? The air is hard to get down now. It depends on Canelo ain't hungry. Triple G might get him. That's the one fight Triple G won. Yeah, Triple G hungrier for it than Canelo. Canelo just hungry for donuts and shit and beef, tacos. We've always wanted those top guys. He thought he could expose. Yeah, no. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I hope I don't get banned. I hope I don't get taken down. We talked about this before. As you got these fighters, right, from certain backgrounds, certain races, ethnicities, and what they do is they see other people from other ethnicities, and they think, oh yeah, I can get that. I'm talking about boxing. They think they can get you or they can beat you. I can beat them. And what they do is they line them up. They think they're lining them up, and what they end up doing is lining their ass up for an ass whooping, because all of them have done it. Julio Cesar Chavez done it like twice in a row, 2 or 3 times. He did it 3 times in a row. But Richard Steele gave him one fight against Meldrick Taylor. He gave him a fight. Franklin came and whooped his ass. Sweep, he whooped his ass. He is like, oh shit. He was trying to line up brothers. And he lined up the best brothers he could fight, which is, Canelo don't want to do that, but he lined up some good brothers. He lined up the good brothers. You know how you got the good brothers? He lined up the good brothers. And the good brothers put that ass whooping on them. They put hands on them. Now, for boxing, it's probably one of the most exclusive sports where they put too much race in it. They put way too much race in stuff like boxing. You have a select group of people that only go for their ethnicity, because they don't enjoy boxing for boxing. What they're looking at it is like it's a gladiator sport, like it's your country or your people versus mine. No, it's skill versus skill. And sometimes there's no skill per ethnicity. Sometimes one ethnic group just don't have the skills in there. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. You get mad at me if you want to, but the brown-skinned people of mixed up nations, I'm going to just say mixed up nations because y'all don't know who the hell y'all are. I know who y'all is. Y'all my family. Y'all just don't even know. But anyway, these mixed up nations of people have always been the best. It's already documented. Okay? When they are allowed to do something, they've been the best. When they're allowed to do it. There are certain sports, like tennis. It's the one-on-one sports. Mostly it's tennis. It used to be tennis way more heavier than it was boxing. But then what happened is Serena Williams and Venus Williams shut that whole shit down. They shut down tennis. Like, they turned the whole complexity of tennis around. Because back in the day, they only had like about 3 or 4 brown-skinned tennis players. Way back. Althea Gibson, which is probably in the, 40s, 50s or something like that. You had Arthur Ashe, was probably in the 60s and 70s, maybe, somewhere around there. Maybe before. I'm not really 100% sure, but I know he was one. And then you got those Williams sisters. You had this one brother, I forget his name, Johnson or something. I'm not sure, but he's good. He was just big and he was just strong and just. He's athletic, but just didn't have the, the whole. He didn't have the whole package. But I forget who it was. But anyway, like that. So those 2 sports, but tennis was first. Tennis because they like, no, they'll never take over tennis. And then the sisters went over there and took all them Wimbledon plates and shit, and cups and shit, and that was it for that. But boxing, they always go back to the gladiator sport. Always go back to boxing, just because they want to see. It's deeper than that, kids. It's a lot deeper, because I'll tell you something. And I just got this today. Somebody just brought this up to my attention. And I was like, it made my eyes like open even more, because like I said, I'm a student of I like to learn stuff. In which I knew it had been my thought, and I think I might have said it in here before. But a lot of people that think they from African American and all that. But think about it, man. Why would you have all the inventors Like all the brown skin inventors, with the exception of a couple, like hundreds and thousands, are all brown skin, are so-called AF Americans. Why is that? If you're an off breed, or if you're half of something, how could half of something make up more of the things that are high for technology than anybody else? It don't make sense. We, the brown people, are the ones that invented everything that makes this world actually move. We made it to where you could be fresh. We made soap. Made something to wash your ass. The toilet. Yep. Invented a toilet for you to sit down and take your dumper. Washing machine so you can wash your clothes. So made soap so you can wash your ass. And then we made washing machines so you can wash your clothes to put on your nicely washed ass. Oh, sorry for saying I never watched hockey, but guess what? Hockey it started off with the brothers. It was the brothers up there in Nova Scotia. Believe that. They changed history because people don't know. That's all it is. But I actually do want to say, I want to see Keith versus Earl. I think it'll be funny. I think Keith is going to try to run and shit, and it ain't going to work. He's going to be trying to fire off. He's going to fight like a warrior. But he going to realize that Earl is just keep coming. He going to be like, oh, shit. I seen this shit on film, but I didn't believe it was like that. Yep. Derek Bay said EJ mad at Keith. But EJ about to take the butt frustration out on Keith. Yeah. Because he know he wanted that strap. Like, I need to get that other belt. But worried about the money. Oh, how about the money? You going to win? Don't worry about it. Why are you worried about so much money if you're going to win? Derek Bay said right at Sir Flame. Yep. It depends on that, on Triple G. Yep. Derek Bay said definitely. Yeah, that's the difference. Chavez wanted to smoke. Yeah, Chavez wanted it. He knew he was probably going to get that ass whooped. He was like, he was hesitant. But he still came out fighting his old Mexican style, was getting his ass mopped. Taylor beat the complete dog shit out of him. Taylor was the most complete out of all the fighters. He just didn't. I mean, what was wrong with Taylor? This is what was wrong with Taylor. I'm gonna tell you. Berto kind of reminded me of Taylor, but Taylor had faster hands. But here's what Taylor's mistake was. Taylor was so good that he used to say, "F it, I'm fast and I can brawl with you." I mean, he beat the brakes off of Buddy McGirt, and Buddy McGirt is a good fighter that's hard to touch. But Meldrick Taylor beat the brakes off him. And he just went in there and was taking punches and stuff. He took a lot of punches, and maybe he didn't go down early in his career, but he took a lot of punches that he didn't have to take. He could have just stayed out. He could just outbox anybody he fought. Yep. Derek said, yeah, he said, right. He said the skill and athleticism. That's right. Even horse racing explain that one, Eagle. Yep. But, see, in horse racing, so if you go back to horse racing, what happened with horse racing, Derek, is they really didn't care about your color as much. They didn't. Because they never gave homage to the jockey. That's why. So they was always just looking at the horse. It wasn't like, look at that N-word, ride the shit out that horse. It wasn't never like that. It wasn't until like some of the other, like the smaller jockeys, like from France and stuff like that, and the Jewish, I think who was the first one was it Jewish or Russian? One of the first jockeys, Willie Shoemaker. Once he got involved, then that's when they would start like interviewing the jockeys and got more into the jockeys. They still talked about the horse, but then they actually, secondarily, they would talk about the jockeys. But at first, with his all black jockeys, they would never even talk about the, Mexicans and blacks. They would never talk about it. So-called blacks. Excuse me for using black. I don't like to use that. But, in today's language, we use it. But still, I still apologize even then. Oh, shit. The stain that rolled up. Derek said we were so good we got pushed out of horse racing. Yep. The little brothers out there trying to get that money. And they would take care of them horses too. There, they was horse hands too. Be out there washing the horses, making sure the horse is okay. See, horses love us. So horse be out there, yeah, I'm gonna whoop. The horse be talking to you. See, we don't know that we speak horse too. All you hear is that, that's all you hear. But we know how to speak that shit back to them when we hang around them. We know how to talk to them. Talk to him like that. Ask him if he want an apple. He'd be like, yeah, I want an apple. Horse be giving you the little, because a horse do like this when he love you. A horse do his head like that. They turn their head to the side like, They try to give you that little, they give you the shoulder nudge. We was talking about the shoulder nudge to make you fight. But the horses give you like the head and shoulder nudge to like, that's right. They be like, that's right, they give me that apple, son. Yep. We whooping that ass today. After Derek get him that apple, he's like, yeah, we whooping that ass today. Back in the day when Derek was like, 7 years old, he was like light enough to be a jockey. No, Derek said hockey. Yeah, we used to dominate that. Yeah, we used to dominate all that shit. We was the only one that was, we was the ones that was playing that shit. Yep. Yeah, we taught them how to, Derek said, we taught them how to get to that bathroom and take that and wash that ass. Said, wash that ass. Derek, it's not that bad at Surf Flame. Yeah. I want Keith in boots. Yeah, Keith ain't fighting nobody. You know what? I'm tired of even thinking about Keith. Like, what you gonna do? I just want to see who Keith fight. Now, who you gonna fight? Yeah. Oh yeah. Taylor was from Philly. Yeah. He was on another. He was on a whole nother level. But I mean, we would be talking about him a lot more had he not, tried to slug with people. We'd have been talking about him a lot more because wasn't nobody really gonna touch him. Because of the hand speed, he was just too quick. He'd get the ass with that quick. Another ass whooping for Keith at Surf Flame. See, I don't mess with horses. You don't mess with horses? What's wrong with horses, Derek? What you did to a horse, man? What? Ask him, Surf Flame. He don't want to tell me. What you did to a horse? What you did to a horse, Derek, where a horse had to get in your ass? What you did? You did something, man. What you did, brother? Tell the truth, man. Tell Eagle, man. I ain't gonna laugh at you, brother. What you did? What you did, Derek, to a horse? Derek said, he ain't messing with no horses. We used to horseback ride and all that shit. Derek said, I ain't messing with horses. Derek did some shit to a horse, and the horse must have bucked it or kicked your ass. I bet you learned now, huh? Huh? You didn't believe that horse. You was like, no, man, look, this horse. You was talking shit to the horse like, yeah, man, you can't ride no horse, man. I'm Derek around here, what? Your Derek was on that what shit, like, I'm Derek around here, what? And that horse was like, I'm horsey around here. that horse was like, I'm horsey around here, motherfucker. Start bucking him and shit. Yeah, he was messing with him though, sir. He was messing with him, and that horse said, ugh, Derek, get your ass up off me. The horse, you know how you do this shit? That horse was doing this shit to Derek. Derek talking about they skittish. Horses ain't skittish, man. Stop it. Nah. I tell you what, horses have to learn how to be in the stable. They have to learn, they field animals, man. They got to learn how to be put in that trailer. They got to learn all that shit. But if they in their field, man, you can go out there and mess with a horse. You can go out there, you talk to them, especially if you raise a horse, you can, I don't like grown-ass horses. Like a grown-ass horse that's grown. I don't like a horse like that. For me to just personally go and mess with, I will, but I'll be a little bit skeptical in a sense that, because people be messing with you just like with dogs and everything else and cats, they mess with you. Like, they'll act like, oh yeah, he cool, and the dog end up trying to bite you or act like he biting you, but he not gonna bite you. On some shit like that. See, my knife be in my back pocket, opening up by itself when the dog do that. My shit be like, why is my knife coming out? My knife be in my pocket. I'm like, shit, man, my knife sticking me. What? Okay, he must need to be used or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, like any other animals, man. My friend gonna tell me, like, they had this cat. This is a big ass cat too. I should have known something in the first place because this cat was about 25, 30 pounds. It's a big ass, heavy ass cat. Weigh as much as a turkey. Big ass cat. But, you know, real tall and shit. I was like, oh shit. You got a bobcat up in here. And so he came over to me. You know, cats do this shit. He was doing this shit to me, Derek. He's like doing his head over to me like this. You know, doing that little purr shit like, purr, 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 like reach down here and pet me. I'm like, okay, all right. I was like, bet. So I reached down and pet him. And he was good. I was like, oh, he's cool. So I went in for another pet. That motherfucker fired off on me. I was like, what? I said, what the F? Had fur and shit flying. I said, no. I told my friend, I said, there's something wrong with that cat. I said, that cat came over to be all friendly, was purring and shit, like, purr, purr, purr. I was like, all right, I bet that's what it is. You know, I'll pet a cat. And I went to go pet him. I said, he fired off on me and shit. Nigga fired off like 10 rounds on me, dude. This cat fired like 10 rounds on my shit. Like, I was like, what? What the F? What I did to this cat? Cat just firing off on people, Derek. What, that shit ain't right, man. Man, you hanging out with Derek too much or something. I don't know what you doing. You hanging out with somebody. You on that, what you call it, Derek? Derek, you on that skittish shit. Yeah. Yeah, you on that skittish stuff. Yeah, you can't be on that skittish shit. Yeah, that cat was mean. Matter of fact, one of my boys came over one time. He said, yeah, he said, my cat. He said he came up on the porch. He said, my cat raised up on him. I said, I ain't used to him doing that. But I know a lot of people won't believe this, but they say cats can see into different dimensions and shit. And that's why cats be freaking out sometimes, because they can see more shit. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I look at their eyes at night. They look evil as F at night. Their eyes be all like gold and shit. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, something wrong with that cat. I like dogs, so dogs just got that plain look. They don't want no trouble. Once you got a dog and you train him, he don't want no trouble. Like, oh, you my master. Yeah, that's what's up. And they'll do the little head bump too. Dogs do that shit too. They headbutt your leg, like pet me and groom me, yeah, pat me on my side and then feed me and water me and walk me, run me, sick me on somebody or whatever. Yeah, dogs get all hyped up. It's dangerous for me to have a dog because dogs, I don't know, dogs is something else, man. Dogs is, because for me, I want to force myself to have a small dog, but knowing me, I would probably have like a big ass dog. And, you know, I'm too hyper to have, I'm too hyped to have a dog, a big mean dog. I'm too hyped. They'd be like, hold your dog. I'm like, I told you, man, go around. I'd be making people go on the other side of the block. Go on over there somewhere, man. You know this dog illegal. I ain't even supposed to have this. You got one of those, what they call them? What's those big? They got these dogs. They got a few dogs you ain't supposed to have over. They got a wolf shepherd from over in, Afghanistan or something like that. But they got these dogs that's like yoked. Their heads like this big, you know, like huge, and they look like pit bulls on steroids, like 3 or 4 times as big as a pit bull. They walk around at 175, all muscle. Whew. You'll make people would do number 2 on themselves if you walk down the street with a dog that big. I wouldn't. Because I just go back in the house or wherever I'm going. I just turn around and go the other way. Be like, okay, your block right now. Okay. I know what gang activity look like. The dog is a gang to me when I'm looking at him. I say, you a big ass gang. Okay, I see what's up. Yeah. Some cats are mean as hell. Jake said, Sir Flay said cats don't like eagles. No, my cat loved me though, man. My cat was trained and everything. He tried that shit one time, man. But like I see, I'm like a person, so I treat animals like people. I don't treat them like the Caesar Milan type of person. I don't be going shh and all that shit. Make them like shit. The ninja whisper and shit is gonna make me calm down. No, the ninja whisper is not gonna work with me. I use the eagle fist on a dog or a cat. All that shh. I don't know how to do that shit because I might do the shh. That shit wrong, and it registers in the dog's ears as sick, like sick me, like get my ass, you know what I mean? Because I've seen him do it. I'm like, But then I seen Charlie Murphy did like a parody of Caesar Milan. I was cracking up. That shit had, if you didn't see it, that shit had me dying laughing. I ain't lying. I was dying because he was showing people that he said, yeah, he was talking real slow and low, but he was choking the shit out the dog. And he said, yeah, this is how you get them to do what you want. He said, yeah, you subtly talk to him like this, and you just choke the shit out of him. Yeah, so on the download, in other words, when the camera started rolling, Caesar Milan was choking the shit out of these dogs. I don't really, it might have happened. But yeah, I'm not that type of person when it comes to animals. No, because he tried that shit one time. He tried to leap at me like he was an actual lion and shit. I'm like, you a cat. You're not a lion. But he came at me. You know, you see that shit like when they dive with both feet, like these feet like in front and then his feet in the back. He was like dived at me like that. I caught his ass in the air with an uppercut, man. I took his ass out like pow. I'm like, I'm the one. I buy all the cat food in here, man. Yep. I don't know. That might have been, just to think about it, might have been after I gave him shots. But he was wild as hell, though. If it wasn't just for me, that cat loved me so much, man. I went to take the girl to, to the casino. So I had to go out of town for about something like 4 days, week, something like that. So I dropped him off. And I asked them if they know how to handle, if they can handle him. I said he a little bit stubborn sometimes. And they couldn't even really get him in. They couldn't even get him in the cage. They thought he was all nice and shit. I went back in there to pick him up, and they had like these welder gloves where they pick him up so the cat don't destroy him. And my cat had tore the gloves up. They charged me an extra day or something like that because I got back a little bit late. I said, y'all can just keep him overnight then. I'll come back and get him since I already paid for another day. They said, yeah, we can do that. But I was just shaking my head. I said, no, y'all don't want to keep this cat because the cat, I heard that the guy, when I went to go pick him up, he said that the cat had beat everybody up on their whole staff. He got everybody. He made sure that my cat made sure that he laid hands on everybody on the staff. He made sure he got everybody before I went and got him. And then when I went and got him, I just called him. I said, JD. I said, JD. And he came straight out. He came straight over to me. He came straight over to me, and that was it. After he done fired off on everybody. He came over to me, didn't do nothing, but he fired off on everybody in the place, tearing up their gloves and shit. I said, how was it? I said, when you put him down, because sometimes they had to give him alone time. I don't even think they really gave him alone time. I think they just kept him in the cage. I don't think they really gave him the alone time he needed. They couldn't, because they would have had to put like a bomb suit on to take his ass out the cage. But anyway, yeah. But you say they don't like people. Yeah, sometimes. But Derek gonna talk. He gonna talk about right at Sir Flame because Sir Flame said the cats don't like eagle. Derek said that sounds about right. He said I don't mess with cats. He said I got my pit bull, and I'm fine. Okay, Sir Flame with them pit bulls. See, I can't have stuff like that. I can't have stuff like that, man. Because any little accident with them, and they're not even bad dogs, but any accident, they gonna put them down. Dogs like eating regularly. That's why you don't have a problem with them. Yeah. Hell yeah. They know once they don't hear no cans opening there, they good. They be like, wait a minute now. It's been 2 days I ain't hear the can opener going. Because dogs be knowing that can opener sound. They be like, oh shit, they hear that can opener like, okay. They're about to get some fresh food. If they don't hear that can opener, there's a problem. A cat will be like, let me outside. You don't want to feed me? A cat will be like, let me out. I'll kill something up in here. I'll kill them rabbits over there that you like. Yeah, they good. They are good dogs. They are good dogs. I know people who have them. They're good dogs. But I just wouldn't have, you know what I mean? It depends on where you are. If you're out somewhere where, nobody's going to be bothered, I mean, where some jealousy is not going to happen, then you good. Some places you can't have them, man. They got some places or some towns that you can't even have them because they just got a bad rep. Some people love them, though. People love pit bulls. People love them. But yeah, that's kind of jacked up how they got the reputation. Because it shouldn't even have a reputation like that. They just strong as hell, but believe it or not, one of the craziest bad-tempered dogs there is a poodle. Believe it or not, poodles got they really bad, especially around smaller people. A poodle will bite the F out of you. They'll try to kill you. And I'm not talking about the little cute looking poodle shit. I'm talking about a regular, like a poodle. The ones that's just as big or damn near as big as a German Shepherd. They will kill your ass. I got mauled by one when I was a little kid. When I was real little, I got mauled by one. And I was warned, don't go behind that fence. Well, it ain't nothing but a poodle. Because the television had me psyched up into thinking that poodles was punks. Poodles ain't no punks. Dogs are honest. If he don't like you, oh, you know about it, yeah. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Yeah. But they're right back to the really good. Yeah, like my cousins had this dog that was clipped. So he was like twice the size. I told you guys about that. About the Doberman Pinscher. Doberman Pinscher, who hated cats. He used to jump off the roof. He didn't even get hurt. He used to jump off the roof if he saw a cat. He just wanted to kill. I'm not saying he would have killed the cat. Maybe he don't know that you can't always kill cats like that. Because the thing about a dog is a dog has to be able to lock onto the cat. If the dog cannot lock into the cat is going to tear his ass in half. I've seen a cat tear into a German Shepherd before. Because the cat was just too quick. And the German Shepherd couldn't get them teeth on him. Because that's a dog has to be able to lock him. If he locked the cat up, the cat is gone. But if he can't never catch the cat, he's gonna go home so scratched up. I'm telling you, he's gonna look like a tiger once he gets back home. Yep. He leaving the house plain. He coming back all striped up. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I told you guys about this story before. Yeah, but my cousins, they left me in the room with the dog. He got that little rumble voice. He all twice as big. He want to kill something, and I'm the only thing around. He in there going. I'm like, what this? I'm already in the house. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm already in the house next to him. I was like, hey, cousin. I'm like, what you doing? Man, y'all better come get this. I ain't never want to be around that dog no more. I said, that dog crazy as hell, man. Yeah, what you growling for? You got family in the house, first of all. You got family. And then, so I'm the last one there, so then you going to just start with me. Like, I don't even know how I would have defended myself, man. I would have just had to take his ass out the window, something. I couldn't have punched him because he wasn't mine. He might have bit my hand. Yep. Okay, Sir Flim said I only had a problem with one pit bull. But in dog's defense, he thought he was protecting my daughter. Oh, okay. That's true though. Most of them they're good animals, man. Most animals are good. It's just that we have to relearn how to take care of everything. We're not around enough animals, to be honest. People say, "Oh, see me, you and them animals, you country." No, see, that was another thing that they stole from us. You were always supposed to be around animals. You was always supposed to be up in the woods and shit. You was always supposed to do this. You wasn't supposed to be in no damn city and just learn about people and guns and knives and violence and shit. You were supposed to be out there in the woods learning about different wolves and shit like that. You were supposed to be out there. They took that away from us. So we go out there scared now, though, that you were supposed to be out there so you can be like, okay, I see. So you can look at the scat on the ground and be like, okay, this is such and such is over here. Okay. And you were supposed to be able to smell, okay, there's a bear. He's probably about 1.5 miles from here. I see wolves came through here last night. You were supposed to be able to do all that shit. You were supposed to. But they took all that stuff from us. And people think it's all good. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in. And they want you to not want to be in the woods. Like, oh, yeah. The brown people don't like the woods. No, that's bullshit. We love the woods. Y'all just don't know how to navigate the woods anymore. That's why you say you don't like it. Because you don't know how to navigate it no more. You don't know what you're doing. Yep. Yeah. But I guess Tyson Fury's making a mockery out of boxing still. Wanting too much money and everything else. But we're gonna see what he does though, as far as Canelo. Like I said, I don't even want to talk about him too much. Yeah. But it does, for me, it just don't look like we're going to get the Errol Spence fight. I mean, as far as when it comes to Bud, we're just going to get Keith. Keith going to get the dog shit beat out of him, though. I'm sorry, man. Keith, I like you, Keith, but you got that suspect mouth. You and Sean Porter, but I just don't see you winning that. Anything's possible. But I see you possibly getting your ass knocked the F out. That's what I see you possibly getting. I see you getting battered. I don't think you're going to quit. Just don't pull a Mikey, though. I just don't want you, if you fight, don't pull a Mikey, because he's going to do a Mikey and just start trying to fold up his shit. Yeah. And I think I heard that AB's supposed to be still going to come back again. So that's for Derek and them. I'm not invited to be on the AB team no more. So it's the price for me to be on the AB team is too much. So I'm not even going to try to be on the AB team. Nah, Dick, I heard you was going to take hair samples and everything else. Now you say you got to avoid Bigfoot. No, you don't have to avoid Bigfoot because the thing is they not going to be around you. They trying, and the more that I seen, because I seen some clear pictures and stuff of the different types, like real pictures, because they are catching them. It's just, I think it was a lot of times I would think that it was like some kind of a crossbreeding or something like that just went wrong. That's what I think that's what I think some of them are. So some of them are still, they say he's still training. Sir Flame said the price is about $1 billion. For Canelo or AB? Oh, both of them. ABP on so much bullshit, it don't make no sense. Yep. So we got this fight coming up this weekend, right? Let me see. I think we got is the Joyce fights coming up too? Let's see. Stevenson, Conceicao, Rosado, Akhmedov, DAZN and pay-per-view for Canelo, which I had to talk to I got to talk to my cousin, Derek. My cousin, you know my cousin. Y'all heard of him. My cousin, his name is I Got You. I got to holler at him. I got to holler at Derek, too. Maybe. Costa versus Martinez is tonight, just so y'all know. We always got this. Okay, Takam, Makhmudov is Friday, and Bentley and Morrison also Friday. Those are all that's British, with the exception of Makhmudov and also Takam. And then Saturday, Canelo, Triple G, Akhmedov versus Rosado, Rodriguez, and Gonzalez. Are you guys going to go with the American, or are you going with Gonzalez? Are you going with Williams, the American, or are you going with Conway? Are you going with Pacheco, the American, or are you going with Collazo? Lorena versus Watt. And Arthur Sakeda and Gwen Woodruff. Stevenson, of course. I will probably be out of town that weekend. That's next weekend coming up, man. Shit. I got to dance that weekend, y'all, so I'll probably be on my way out of here. I don't know if it'll be a show like next Friday. Well, at least I will. This one is announced. I know last time it wasn't even announced. That's because I had to go. And I don't get it. Why is Consacao and Stevenson fighting on a Friday? I don't get it. Stevenson, you got to build your brand up, brother. They don't even want you on the weekend. Damn, you talking all that shit and smiling and shit. He get the heavy smile, don't he? He be smiling so heavy, like you too happy to be here, man. You know. But when they put y'all on Fridays and shit, Fridays is like, ain't nothing else to do. It's Friday. You know, Saturday. If they put you on Saturday, there's all kinds of shit to do on Saturday. Friday, there's a lot of stuff to do, like going to the club or whatever. Or I guess I'm watch the fight. Shit, I don't know. If they got you on free TV too, I don't get it. Yeah. And Kambosos to get that ass whooped again by Haney. Kambosos, you not beating Haney. You should have you should have came back and fought him. He would have still had the belts, man. You could have took a couple of fights. I don't know what you're doing. Why you fighters be rushing back in there? But sorry, Rodon lost. Just to cover the fights that just happened. Yeah, Rodon lost. Of course, Ware lost again. McBeely, Wagner, put those hands. That's a shame, man. With Canadians is be coming out there out of nowhere and be getting these wins. I guess Canada has some decent fighters sometimes. So, anyway. But Valier versus Win. Unanimous decision. Wow. Some other guy that was 5-0. He was 5-0. They was trying to bring him up, and he didn't get the decision. Now he got an O on. Now he has a 1 on his record. And Ruiz and Osorio, unanimous decision. Then of course we got earlier in the year, or earlier in September, Ortiz and Ruiz. So, but those are the latest. Those was the latest because the weekend we just didn't. Nothing really to report. They killed our whole boxing program for the weekend. But this one, I'm not gonna say this is lit. I'm not gonna say that because they starting off. It's only a couple of fights. It's really only one fight. The only fight I want to see, or I want to know the results of, is Triple G versus Canelo. I don't really care. With Takam fight, I want Takam. The Morrison Bentley, I really don't care. I really don't care. Rodriguez Gonzalez, I don't really care. I might just go ahead and go with American Sweep. I might go all the way down. I might go Rodriguez super flyweight because I don't keep with them little guys. Middleweight, I might go and take Williams because he has a good middleweight name, right? Williams is a good middleweight name, right? Yeah. Yeah. They calling him Ammo too. He coming out, man. Ammo. Austin Ammo Williams. We just want to hope, Derek, that he got enough ammunition when it comes to fighting. I think you better have some ammo when you get in there. Yeah. Derek said he's still training. Yeah, we'll see. It's sad because if he would have fought, he would have won easy. He's on some. I don't know what he's on, brother. I don't even know, man. Y'all explain to me. Hey, y'all see the name of the show? What's the name of the show? Hey, the name of the show is y'all call this one, man. Y'all call it. Don't make me talk about boxing today. I was actually trying to get away from boxing today and come back and talk more about boxing on Friday. I'll just say I'm not really feeling it as much like to talk about boxing. Man, I almost jacked my. It's a good thing that I recoup really, really good. Because, man, I just grabbed some 50 pounders, off of just being cold. Just woke up and grabbed some 50 pounders and started doing them like this. You can't do that shit when you ain't touched no weights in years. You can't just. Man, I see what they mean, man. You might be strong, but you ain't weight strong. You keep like your regular strength, but your weightlifting strength, you don't keep that shit. I thought I was Superman. This shit almost blew my damn shoulder out on 50 pounds. 2 of them. I grabbed them shits. I was like, I'm gonna do it again though, just because I'm hard at it. I'm like, get them shoulder presses done. I said, shit, I used to do 150, 120s like that. So I'm like, I used to do 120s like that. That shit be hitting your shoulders too. Look, Michael Johnson, don't come in here with that shit. No, you ain't gonna be here, but Michael Johnson, Boxing Talking More, salute. He ain't gonna be here but like a couple of seconds. He said, what up, pimp? He said, what up, pimp? He's stupid. Yeah, but he might have had that. Yeah, he might. AB might have got that money. Derek talking about the hate. He said the hate is real. I don't have hate for AB though. I don't have hate. Michael Johnson's Boxing Talking More, he might have hate for AB, but I don't have hate for AB. Y'all took me off the list. Y'all said I can't, that 8, I got to do it. I got to have 8 interviews and have, 200 questions? F that. I'm not going through all this shit for y'all so I can be on AB's team. That's y'all little brother. Y'all just fell in love with him. Y'all think that he was going to be like, oh man, he remind me of my little nephew, my little cousin, my little brother. I know. He remind everybody like that. But just because somebody remind you of somebody in the family. Look at you. Thanks, Sir Flame. He got the weightlifter up there. Yeah, I'll try to be a weightlifter again. Man, and plus I would not go back to like that real heavy shit I used to do. Because I was a monster then though. Shit, I was a monster right there. Shit, I was leg pressing over 1,000 pounds, bench pressing over 500 pounds. I was doing too much. And I'm not that far removed from that. That's been less than 10 years. Yeah. But y'all ain't not gonna catch Eagle on no hate shit. He said, you sure? He said, I went to the gym and military pressed 300 or 400 pounds. Eagle. 3 or which? Derek said he military pressed 300 or 400 pounds. Yeah, you silly Derek. he can't even think of what it was. It was 300 or 400. Derek, you a storyteller. Derek a storyteller, yo. Derek be having the stories. You'll be a good grandfather with your lying ass. Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. He said ain't got hate for AB. He just need to get it together. That's it. Derek said salute at Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. Yeah, AB need to just get it together, man. I'm tired of coming up with it. But November 19th, this is the day that Earl has made for himself to fight somebody. So somebody got to get their ass out there. If me and Derek got to go grab them and throw their ass in the ring, somebody got to get their ass out there and fight. I was telling them to put the damn weights on the boy. Derek said, put them damn weights on the bar. I'm doing 400 military. Go, what? 400? Nigga, what? Man, if I try to do 400 military, I'll blow my whole shoulder, top of my shoulders in back out. All my shit will leave. I ain't never had that much weight up in shoulder pressing. I don't know what the most I had, like about 250, 300 shoulder pressing. That's it. I ain't never had no 400 pounds on no shoulder press. Now, bench is different. I do all kinds of benches with shit. I can do decline bench. I do decline bench with 5 plates on there. But my strongest is actually incline. And people just always say, how you so strong doing incline? You're stronger doing incline than you are doing flat bench. I said, I don't know, just the way my structure is. They said it's because they're boxing or something. I said, I don't know. That might be what it is. This dude way bigger than me, but he couldn't press. I'm doing this one here. He couldn't do that. I said, because I'm me, brother. You can't do what I do. Michael Johnson Boxing Talk and more. Is that Derek Beatty? What it do, brother? Derek said, if it's on there, I got to lift it. Ain't got to lift it, yeah. Put that shit on there. Throw some more plates on there. That sounds like me, though. That's how I used to be. Grabbing all the weights. Damn, I'm using all the weights in the gym. I mean, put this shit on there. I got the leg press all full. Ain't no space on it. On the sides and on the top, that little top plate, I got all that shit. I remember one time I put so much weight on this one machine. I told him the machine was faulty. Don't you know that shit snapped on me? The machine broke. One of the arms that was holding the weight broke. That shit had me trapped. I was trapped inside the machine. I had to twist. It's a good thing it had like guards at the bottom to where you couldn't go down, but you know, you had to have 2 feet left. And it had like emergency stops on it. That shit all broke on me, and the weight but fell on one side. I'm like, what the F? I had to twist. That shit could have blew my knee out, or my knees. I had to twist to the side to get up out of there. Oh, everybody, oh, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, man. But look at this machine, man. Y'all need to fix this shit, man. Y'all got all this defective shit out here, and I'm trying to lift weights on defective ass equipment. You know that shit couldn't hold all that weight. Yep. Yep, Michael Johnson's Boxing Talk is that Sir saying. He said, what's poppin'? Yeah, Sir Flame said, salute to Michael Johnson Boxing Talk and more. I missed that one at first. Hey, but what y'all think though? Are we gonna get Earl Bud, or are we gonna get Earl Keith? And if we get, well, let's talk only 2 minutes about it. Let's not talk too long, because I know I don't want y'all getting too excited about it. Y'all gonna be like, no, man, F that. So what's the results? If we don't get, so I'll just leave it one way, because I don't want to talk about the one fighter. So if we have to get Keith versus Earl, what happens? What do you, just like, not complete details, and yes, you want to, but what happens in Earl versus Keith for real? What do you guys see? Do you guys, yeah. So what do you guys see? EJ versus Keith. What do you guys see? Do you guys see really close? Keith gets Earl by decision. He gets Banks like 7 early rounds and runs for 5. Or is he able to do that? Or does Earl just catch up with him later on in the fight, or what? Okay, that's not what I asked you, Sir Flame. Come on. You can't have the name Sir in front of Flame if you're not going to listen, brother. He said, I want Earl versus Bud, but Keith loses to both. Okay, but what happens? How does this go down? I want somebody. I said, man, look at it. What's the name of the show? The name of the show is Y'all Call It. Y'all ain't no shot callers, man. I got to do this shit all myself. Michael Johnson Boxing Talking more. I got to do it myself, brother. He said, if I don't get Earl versus Crawford next, I'm streaming all their fights until then. Okay. No, but the Keith versus EJ, what happens in the fight? Why y'all so scared, man? Because Gil's not even in here. Y'all scared to mention what happens. I'm not even hating on Keith. That's why the name of the show is Y'all Call It. What's the name of the show? You make the call. I don't always let y'all make the call. I see I got another thumbs up. That means Bruce must have been in here, huh? Maybe Bruce or somebody else came through. I appreciate the thumbs up from people that came through that are on my side. Yep. I love it when y'all on my side. I love it when you're on my side. Love it. Man, I tell you what, man, this weather over here has been completely insane, brother. We went from 112, something like that, 3 days of 112. And then we had like heavy, high-ass winds. And then after we had heavy, high winds, and then we ended up getting rain for a little, just enough. We got enough rain for it to turn back to, heat. That's crazy, right? So we got enough rain just for it to get hot again. And so we ended up with the East Coast, the Florida feel over here. Like, I don't really miss the Florida feel, all that humidity. I really don't miss that shit. I don't like my clothes getting all sticky. But that's exactly what happened, man, while we was out there. Let me see. Matter of fact, that was right there. When that happened, I was at the farmer's market. I was getting some vegetables when that shit happened. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Rain. And I'm sitting there, I got on shorts, like on flip-flops. I'm like, okay, raining. I wasn't worried about it. I said, okay, I'll dry off. I don't trip. Whatever the weather is, I'll just take whatever the weather is. If I'm not dressed for it, I ain't like no female. I ain't gonna run to the store and go pick up something else. I'm just like, if I'm not dressed for it, I ain't dressed for it. I got the clothes at the house. Yeah. Sir Flame said Keith loses. That's it? We don't get a breakdown? Yeah, give me a breakdown. Michael Johnson's Boxing Talking More is back, though. He said Keith Thurman ain't up to speed, yet he about to get knocked out by Spence. Everybody, but at least Sir Flame just said he loses. But okay, but Michael Johnson's Boxing Talking More said he gets knocked the F out. Derek Bay said Keith can't take it to the body. He said bad ending for Keith. Yeah, I see a lot of, you know what, just because of the fact what Derek just said, what I see, and I'm gonna look at it through the way Derek said it. I'm gonna say that Keith will probably not be the same again. He'll still talk, but he won't be the same again to the body. I don't know about the other shit, but to the body, he's not gonna be the same. He's just not gonna be, because Earl's gonna tenderize them ribs and shit. He gonna tenderize some ribs. Cause y'all see the way, and Usyk is probably the biggest welterweight that we got. He's big and strong, can take a lot of punishment. And you see how much shit he had to take from Earl. He had to take so much stuff from Earl where they had the ref had to keep like, y'all sure? Anytime the ref is asking you as in the corner, are y'all sure? Really? If the corner is asking you if you sure, your fighter's in trouble. I mean, if the ref is asking the corner, y'all really? Y'all want to keep going? And the ref shaking his head like your boy is he's getting battered up in here. I know y'all want him to get that dub, but with one eye, what Earl done gave a lot of fighters one eye, and when he give you one eye, you ain't no coming back. Once he give you one eye, that's it. Once Earl take one of your eyes away, it's over with. Because then you can't see them body shots on one side. Or you're going to be like one eye open, you're going to be like, ooh, 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 ooh. You're trying to hold that shit in, though, but you know that shit coming out, leaking out every once in a while. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sir Flame said, I think he gets KO'd by both. Neither will go the distance. I can see him going the distance with Bud because I think he can, win enough rounds to just escape. Bud will win by majority or unanimous. I just can't see him escaping Earl, though. Not because Earl's better, as far as boxing wise, it's just that Earl's just relentless. Once he got his game plan, that's it. And see, Earl knows when you try to change your game plan against Earl says, okay, you're going to change over to this. Earl it makes you go right back to his game plan. So, but Canelo Triple G. So Canelo Triple G, but I asked you guys to make the call on this one anyway. So Canelo Triple G, I see a strange ass fight for some reason. It's probably going to end up being just a strange fight, and Canelo may get a stoppage, but I don't know. It depends, because Triple G does have it. He had a chin on him still. He got a chin on him. And he's so angry. He finally getting this fight back. It's the only fight he really wanted, like, over and over again, because he's like, I can't believe that they're not allowing me to whoop your ass. And it's just like what Yasser said. There's a lot of people that feel the same way, Derek. Is that Yasser said that he's still mad at the Canelo versus Triple G fight when they stole the first fight from Triple G, and a lot of people feel that way. It's like, yeah, because we all had to watch it. It's not like you couldn't go back. Why do people never go back over fights to see? I'll tell you fights we did go back over. I went back over the Trout fight. Went back over the Laura fight. When I went back over the Laura versus Canelo fight, I couldn't find Canelo winning. Either time, anytime I went back over it, I just couldn't find him winning. That one card that was messed up with Mayweather versus Canelo, I went back. I couldn't see. All I could see was Canelo just folding up and not doing shit. Just like when he fought Bivol. He fought Bivol. He just got exposed and just got beat up. I'm going to have to find that clip there. I'm going to have to find like a little small clip so I don't get striked for it. If you find it somewhere, send me the link. I need to put up in Eagles Web Boxing, we need to have that up on the live screen. Of Canelo taking the 20-something piece. Yeah. So I need to, if somebody can get that to me, if you guys can get like a GIF or something like that, if y'all can get a GIF or something like that, this shows the Bivol 20 piece, y'all give me the link so I can add it to my show. I need to put it up here. That shit was, that's a good one. I said, dude, you took over a 20 piece, man, and you still talking. That's why everybody wants him. I said, no, dude, you taking 20 pieces. Nah, because I don't think he can't. If he fight David Benavidez and take a 20 piece, he going to be in trouble. And even though David Benavidez don't really hit that hard, he just, he don't hit as hard, but he throws a lot of punches. He's not like a one punch knockout artist or nothing like that. And that's why I don't know. It's kind of scary for him acting like, he's talking a lot of shit about Charlo. But the one thing about Charlo, if Charlo catch your ass, you going down. That's the difference. And he been hurt before. I seen him get hurt. But you will go down. Because Charlo hits harder than you hit. Because I see you throwing punches. You throwing a bunch of punches. And a lot of y'all got to throw a bunch of punches to get people out of there. But some people just don't. Yeah. Don't have to throw as many punches. Yeah, that's what we call it there. We can call it the bag. The bag drill. Yeah. Yeah, we got to put the bag drill up in here. That look good, y'all? How that look? That look all right? the bag drill. Yeah, Sir Flame said, yeah, but Benavidez had no defense. His defense is his offense. That's why I would take Charlo if they fight. Yeah, that's the whole. See, that's why I got the biggest problem with Benavidez. I got a problem with him leaving his chin up Because if you leave his chin, if you leave, you cannot leave your chin up with them damn Charlos, man. Don't you know they be looking down like this? They like that, like Braxton, the white Muhammad Kwai, how he had that little look. Anytime he had that little look like that, when he duck in tight like that, you knew something overhand was coming. Something hard overhand coming, and that's what they unpredictable. Them Charles, especially Jamel real, he's unpredictable, man. You don't never know what kind of counter, because I'll tell you what, you're not gonna ever live this combination down that. Remember when? Hey, y'all remember? Do I have to say his name? J-Rocks. Y'all remember? Y'all remember? Y'all remember what he got caught with? So, y'all fight them Charlos and y'all gonna end up getting caught with something that's unexpected. And after the fight, you're gonna be like, I didn't see that one coming. No. Sir said, I'll see you with that bag drill. Yeah, my bag drill, baby. You gotta do your shoulders with it too. You gotta do your feet. That's how you do it cool. You gotta do your feet with it. Sir laughing at me. Sir, stop laughing at me every day, bruh. Shit, me and Sir Flame we're gonna have a street fight. But don't y'all be paying no money on it. We're gonna be setting the crowd up. We're gonna have people up in there. We're gonna have 2 people or 3 people collecting money, betting on the fight. It's gonna be a double knockout. It's gonna be a double knockout, and then we're gonna collect our money afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, Sir Flip said, I remember seeing J-Rock on the floor after that Charlo right hand, and he said, wow, laughing my ass. Yeah, he was like, his whole eyes and shit, you can see his eyes light up. His eyes lit up like, what's his name, Derek? Hey, what's the ref's name? What's the ref's name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Is it Weeks? Am I getting mixed up? Is it Tony Weeks? No, it's not Weeks. What's his name? It's not Tony Weeks. What's the ref's name with the eyes? His shit look like Bald Bull on Punch Out. Huh? He's like, and see, that's what happens. A lot of times you got good boxers. And I'm going to tell you what happens with good boxers. You have a good boxers, like, they're not absolutely great, but they're good. Like, oh, look, he got a good skill set. You like him, like, oh, yeah, I'm down with that. He got a good skill set. But here's the problem when you got these guys with these good skill sets. What happens when you got these guys with these good skill sets is they fight somebody who's a great, like, gladiator, a great warrior. See, it's always happened in history. Like, even with Ali fought Frazier the first time, he should have probably, fought a few more fights before he fought Frazier. Frazier was just the type, he was the prototype built to just slug it out and just go toe to toe with Ali until where Ali just felt like, damn, this is like, I'm dying or I'm winning or what, something. I gotta die. I might have to die. Ali thought he had to die in Manila. Damn. You ever fight or something happened where you thought you had to die? I'm not trying to put nobody in that position, but yeah, we've been there. A lot of us has been there, but God dang, are you imagine? You see Ali's gloves after the fight so soaked with sweat and everything else. They couldn't have had no cushion. They must have felt like just sponges with rocks in it after that fight, man. All that sweating over there because it was hot in the Manila, and they just fighting like crazy. Shout out to Muhammad Ali, man. Muhammad Ali rest in glory or celebrating glory, whatever, man. He's a monster, man. I'm sorry, man. When you think about all these fighters who had brawls and shit. Ali used to have 3 or 4 with different fighters. Like, I'm gonna fight you 3 times. He used to fight monsters because he wasn't gonna fight you with like heavy punches and stuff. Because of his head movement and shoulder movement. Because the way that he did defense was more or less just being quicker than your punches. And he got slower. People started catching him, but he still wasn't. But if he wanted to set down, he never just like got flat-footed and did start hitting you. If he ever did that, you was going to sleep. Because he, with that speed, that brings a lot of power. But like I said, most shout out to him, man. The original boxing Muhammad Ali. Not, he got a little imitator now, this rocking his name, but nothing like the original. But yeah, he used to, man, just think about the fights he had to have. I mean, I can put Tyson Fury up there for a second, but he's only fought Deontay Wilder a few times. Yeah, he needs somebody else, and he needs somebody else that's going to brawl and take him to another level. That he has to fight more than once. He lose one, win one, and then draw or whatever. You know, he may have to fight Deontay Wilder again. It depends on how much chinnage Deontay Wilder got left. But this thing, fighting somebody like that, is what has to happen. Is that skill set, like Ray Mercer said. I'll play that clip for y'all. Ray Mercer said you got to learn how to fight. A lot of people, like people accuse me of saying that. I did not say that he had to learn how to fight. I say he has to change his style, not learn how to completely box again. He knows how to box. But that style, it's easy. It'll be easy. People say, oh, you can't change. No, just change your style. Change your style or get knocked the fuck out. No. Okay, so which one would you do? A lot of times in life, don't we got to change doing shit? Because I get tired of all these arguments, Derek, where people act like, oh, no, boxer, he's been fighting this style. He going to revert back to this style. Wait a minute. I'm quite sure that a lot of have been disciplined as children. And if you walk in the house a certain way, like with dirty ass shoes on, and you get a broom upside the head, eventually you're not going to, even though that's what you're accustomed to, you're going to stop coming into the house with dirty ass shoes on, tracking dirt all through the house because you're going to be on your hands and knees cleaning that shit up. So why is that? Your skill set was walking into the house, but did you change your skill set? Yeah. Any skill set can be changed. That's why when you mention the greatest, he always had to adapt and change. Sugar Ray Leonard had to adapt and change. Sugar Ray Robinson had to adapt and change. Fighters always have to adapt and change. And yes, they just lower you into fighting the way they want to fight. Mayweather had to make you adapt. But he adapted first. He just adjusted to what you was doing and then changed what you could do. Now I'm saying Wilder don't have that mental set like that, but he can get it. Because he doesn't have, his coaches is not telling him, hey Wilder, if they do this, you got to do this, brother. You have to do this. Derek, you got to duck if they throwing all these hate makers and shit. Don't just be standing up taking them on the chin. Because just like on those video games, that little scale for the power starts going down. In real life, your power starts going down. You take too many overhands. Yeah. Yeah. But Sir Flame again, he said, no, not Meeks. He said, I can't remember his name. Yeah, the bald dude. How come Derek ain't telling us? What's his name? His name is Tony. What's his name, Derek? His name starts with a W. Willis, right? Is it Willis? I think it's Willis. See, Derek over there bullshit. What you doing, Derek? Damn it, you supposed to make the call, man. Tell us. You got me and Sir Flame out here messing with Meeks and shit. Or Weeks. And you ain't telling us what the hell the name is. Ain't it Willis? Something Willis, right? The referee we was talking about, man, get out them damn, man, stop eating them damn pork chops and shit. Derek, stop eating them pork chops and let us know what the brother's name is, man. I got to go in a couple of minutes, man. I got an appointment in a few minutes. It's a phone appointment, but still. God, Derek, are you serious? Derek ain't gonna tell us nothing, sir. Man, 2 tears in the buck, Derek. Derek ain't right, man. He's sitting there with his girl bragging and shit. He said, "Don't you hear?" He said, "You hear the host on there that's doing this show? He calling me, baby. That's how he do. He always call me. He always want my opinion and my he beefing the shit up like sir. He beefing it up like he does a lot more on the show than he really does. So he's telling this girl in the background, yeah. I told you I'm like the main guy on this show. I be hosting. I'm more or less host from here. He's telling this girl, yeah, I just host from here. You hear him? He keep calling me. He always calling Derek this, Derek that. That's what he do. That's what Eagle do. He always calling Derek. That's what he do, baby. That's what Derek telling this girl that, like, yeah. I always got to, set him and Sir Flame, up. I always got to let him know what's up. Because they don't know like that. That's why I'm with you. That's why you got me like this, See? I'm taking you places and we seeing things. Oh, shit. Yeah, but I think it's Tony Willis. I'm going to stick with that because Derek is just ignored us. Yeah. But we'll talk more about the Triple G. Maybe I'll do a little bit of breakdown. I got to go back and look at some of the latest footage so that I can, make a good assessment. I got kind of a feeling that Canelo may pull this one off. And it's not because I'm scared of his fans and nothing like that. They be serious about it. Okay, when you look for them, they still looking at certain people. Let me see. Joey Curtis, Mickey Van, nope. Joe Cortez, Mills Lane, Bengal Ruby, Goldstein. That was way back in the day. Damn. Mark Nelson, Richard Steele, Randy Newman, Richard Green. Nope. Okay, so let's see. No, I'm trying to look for him. Steve Smoger. That's an old note. Tony Weeks. Nope. Kenny Bayless. Nope. I'm just trying to look for these names. I had to pull it up, and I'm not finding them. Okay, I'm looking at one more page, y'all, and then I'm out of here. Because it's not helping me. Because Derek ain't helping us out. So I got to sit here and look for myself. Damn, Derek, man. See, you give somebody a job, Sir Flame, and you see what they do? He's top administrator manager, right? Derek is. He's top administrator manager, but then when you holler for him, then he, it's like he too good. He too good. Like, nah, I ain't trying to. Come on, brother. I think I might got him. I think I might have him. Let me see. Oh, Steve Willis. Yep, I got it. Well, I said Tony Willis. Yeah, Steve Willis. It's just because it pulled up on YouTube. Is they got like a little 6-second clip on Propa. Propa Boxing. Yeah, and I'm gonna give it to y'all. The reason I'm gonna give it to y'all because it's a nice clip. I know it is. And so y'all can laugh at this one when y'all go do something else. Y'all can laugh at this. This shit is funny. Just because I pulled it up that's what made it funny, because I was able to pull it up, and that's what made it funny, because I was able to pull the shit up, and it's like, are you serious? But here, I put it in here for y'all, so y'all can look at this. It's 3 minutes, so y'all get to look at 3 minutes of it. And thanks for nothing for Derek Bailey's ass. He bailed out on us. Yeah, he just bailed out on us, man. Yeah, that's who it is. Steve Willis. Yeah, it's right there. Just click that one right there. Sir to the Flame. Yeah. But anyway, let me get to my appointment. When I get back with y'all Friday. Now that the program's updated, I got my old system back on the computer. So, like today, I wanted to come even earlier, but this damn thing had to do an update. So Friday, there should be no update. So y'all make sure y'all get here. Just make sure y'all check for me earlier because I should get here earlier because all the updates and stuff will be done. Yeah, he be sticking his nose in there like this, like he right there in it, like. He got some expressions, man. I love it. All right, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Way of Boxing. This is Wednesday. We always say peace and blessings. Or we say nothing but blessings, but hey, I can say peace and blessings because that's what I write even after I say that. Yeah, we didn't get to do shit this year, man. We supposed to get on that fishing trip and all this shit. We gonna make sure we plan this shit out next time, man. Oh, we still go. I just don't like to do that ice fishing or nothing like that. I really don't want to do no ice fishing. I just don't trust that shit, man. Ice fishing. I ain't trying to take no. Yeah, I ain't trying to take no ice bath, Sir Flame. Forget that shit. I ain't trying to take no ice bath. Oh, yeah. Yo, Michael Johnson said he didn't leave either. Hey, no, I wasn't about leaving, brother. I was asking Derek what Steve Willis's name was, but now we found it. Steve Willis, and I put the little clip up there. Derek on that bullshit today, man, messing with me. Yeah, but we out, brother. I salute to y'all. I'm going to catch y'all, man. Y'all tell Lala to come see me. All right.